Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your May 2019 bonus love reading. This is Finding Your Love and Relationship. I'm Jade with yesYesYes. Welcome back to the channel. This is a quickie here, and I'm gonna use 3 different decks. We're gonna start with the Mike Dooley deck here just to get an overall. How you doing, Scorpio? Hope you're enjoying the day. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And as always, these are general messages, right? So just take what works and leave the rest behind. And if you want to share with me, I love your feedback. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up button if you're feeling this. It helps the channel out so much. I love the subscribes. I'm loving all the feedback. And oh, if you want to have a personal reading with me, my website is yesYesYes.life, and that link is also in the box below. Look at this, Scorpio. You needn't worry. Just relax. If you're wanting to bring in love, just relax. You don't need to worry about it. Now, this is a reading for singles and those who are in maybe new relationships and you want to just check in the energy, check in on that energy, but you needn't worry. That's what Mike Dooley's deck says. You don't need to worry. Now, we're also going to ask the Gabby Bernstein deck because this is the deep love, right? This is right up your alley, Scorpio, the deep love. Let's see what lessons are here for us in May. I just had this one. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. We just had this with Libra. I'm also going to pull out another one because whenever there's a repeat, I feel like it's good to have the connection, but it's also good to go somewhere new. So let's see what else comes out for Scorpio here. There we go. Whoop. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Leaning on the faith. Now this is hard. It's hard to trust, right? It's hard to know that your prayers have been heard. You have both the moon and the sun here. I like that too. Your prayers have been heard. They are being answered. You have to have faith that it's coming, right? And that is where the peace, that is where your heart can relax, knowing that it will be revealed, knowing that it's coming to you in the perfect timing and the perfect way. It is. And there's even 2 owls. I like that. Let me just show those to you. The 2 owls here under the moon. That's a pretty card. I haven't seen that one before. Okay, here we are. Line Strider deck. And this spread, we're going to look for first your partner's characteristics. Okay, we have the flipper, and I'm going to ask see if there's anything else. I'm usually just asking for 1 card, but partner's characteristics for Scorpio. Gosh. There we go. Okay. Ooh. So your partner likes to see things in a different way, look at life differently, but may take their time doing so, may put themselves, remove themselves from life just to kind of reflect on things, may, go take a walk all the way up to a mountain peak just to clear their head, that type of energy where, it's an extreme way to look at things differently, but it's always self-imposed, and this person really likes to understand from the holistic perspective, okay? Ooh, here's your card, death card here. They also are deeply into transformation. This could be transformational work, so, breath work or meditation work or yoga or anything like that. But these are the seekers. This is the seeker path. So you have someone, and this is great for you, Scorpio, you have someone who is walking the path, pulling themselves out, looking at things in a greater perspective and really wanting to make a difference in the world, it seems. They're walking that path. This is great, great news. Now, how will you 2 meet, or have you met? That's the next question here. I love these energies so much already. How will you meet, or have you already met is the question. Oh, I've got 2 cards. Okay. So I have 5 of Pentacles. So this might be where you 2 meet when you've been shut out of something together, okay? And this would be a bonding, or this would be an actual event. So I've expressed this before where you know, there could be a rainstorm and you're both running to a restaurant and the door is locked because the restaurant is closed, and then you're both stuck there out in the rain or out in the snow, and that's how you meet. So it could be something very simple as that. It can also mean that you feel both that you have been victimized. You're both learning the same. You're going through the same grief this year, this lifetime. You're learning the same lessons. This could be in a transformational work as well. So maybe you go deep into meditation in the same, you know, workshop as someone else, as this person where you're going to meet. Eight of Swords energy came out in the reverse. So that is that you're looking to release yourself. It's even that Hanged Man energy. Looking to release yourself from whatever binds have bothered you, tied you up in the past. This could just be even childhood, you know, any of your childhood trauma. I feel like, Scorpio, you're going through deep transformation this month anyway, all the time. And this person is going, you know, you're finally pulling in someone who is worthy of you, who's as deep as you are, who's willing to go into the shadows and uncover the depths of who they truly are, despite whatever has happened to you. I feel like you are manifesting a major player. Your initial attraction, or will you recognize them? The Magician card is here. It did come out in the reverse. This is I look at this as a Virgo or Gemini card because it's mercurial. So this person being in the reverse is actually okay. With it being mercurial, that means that there's some fickleness. It's also someone who conversationally they might not converse initially. They might be really within themselves mentally. So processing things internally and maybe not feeling like that they are in their power. In this particular position, you're looking at, you know, what is drawing you to them, and these are the things that will draw you. Now, because it seems like it's internal, you may not recognize them, or they may not recognize you initially. So keep that in mind. So the initial attraction that you might feel is going to be like a slow burn. It's something very deep, but because it's a heavily mental card, I'm feeling like it's not going to be heart-centered. It's going to be something that is, it comes from a period of meditation where you're like, this makes sense. This person in my life makes sense. Let me make a movement towards them. But it's definitely not passion initially, is what it's showing me at least. Feel free to change that. You always can. Now, I'm curious about the characteristics of the relationship. This is the money question. What's going on in this relationship? What are the characteristics of your relationship together, right? What's happening with you two together? For Scorpio here. There we go. King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is Earth energy. So it's Taurus, it's Virgo, and it's Capricorn. In the reverse. This is not slow. This is not necessarily stable even because it's in the reverse. So I'm feeling that it's, you know, we're heavily mental, right? You're not seeing each other passionately initially. You're in a very mental state together. It has potential, however, but there is some freneticness that's happening. There is some shifting parts underneath everything. I feel like there's more interest in the personal story, the personal journey, and the fact that you find each other is kind of happenstance. And because even though you've been manifesting it, you've put it away, right? Like you've kind of like set it to the side, like, you know, yes, I know this person will show up for me eventually. And everybody might have been doing their work, and you've gotten so wrapped up in the work and so enjoying your internal work that when that person shows up, and then when you're ready to make things happen, it's something that, I mean, it could be super slow, or it could actually be quite frenetic and quite fast and not necessarily grounded initially, okay? So let's see what the challenges are, okay? Because that card, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, is showing me that there could be some challenges here, okay? I'm curious. The Queen of Cups, this is water energy. This is your energy. The challenge here is being compassionate with each other in your story, right? In your individual needs. making sure that you're still nurturing each other as well as yourselves. But I'm feeling like you have no problems with taking care of yourself. It's nurturing the relationship, making sure that there's compassion for everyone's feelings, everyone's needs, and how do you grow together when you've been on your own for so long, right? I feel like this is, I'm speaking to the Scorpios who have gotten so used to being individuals on their own that it's difficult to come together in relationship because you're in that pattern, right? And it's making space for another now. Now, the advice here is Wheel of Fortune. This is changing events, right? This is taking a turn, looking at things, even, with that Hanged Man energy is similar, looking at things differently, realizing all that this can be and wanting to move it forward, okay? I feel like the way in which to get through this need for compassion is to look at the overall, right? Remember that this is what you wished for, Scorpio. You wanted a relationship years ago when you said you did, and then you put it aside and you went on this deep transformational journey. You and your person did the same thing, is what I'm seeing. And now you're still in your head processing through that deep transformational journey. And so when it shows up, it's seeming like it's very frenetic. It's not as grounded as you were hoping or wanting it to be, because you're still in your head. You're finishing up this process, this deep shadow work. So you have to be compassionate for yourself and for your person, and just kind of stick with it, okay? Stick with it and just see if that Wheel of Fortune turns around. See if the energies change. Now I want to see what the overall potential, the overall energy is for the long term here for you, Scorpio. Let's see here. You have the Empress in the reverse. So this is Libra and Taurus energy. It did come out in the reverse. This is giving, okay? This is, instead of being in the receptive and just letting things show up, this is giving and making things happen. So if again, if it's in the reverse, there's a question. Can it be long-term? It can always be long-term. But with it being the reverse for this particular card, the cards are asking for you to take initiative, okay? I think that when you have this Wheel of Fortune opportunity, when you can step forward and make everything happen, that's the way in which this relationship can continue, is because you are putting yourself into it, you're putting energy into it, you're finally taking action. I think something may happen for you to realize that you have to be a little bit more assertive in this one. You can't just relax and hope that it's all going to go well. But it doesn't seem, it's not a tower, it's nothing extreme. I think it's just that you're realizing it because maybe you've closed up all of this past work. You finally come to the end of the past work. So great job for you, Scorpio. What's great about it is that you are coming to an end of all of this hard work that you've been doing. You needn't worry. It's all coming for you, Scorps. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments section. I'm sending you all love. I'll see you guys next time.